Lucas.
Silent Fresh.
It was along the free throw line on the free throw, and he's still trying to get loose. He is not.
So last night during the Los Angeles Lakers vs Detroit Pistons matchup, it got very interesting. And no, not because they were playing the 4-12 Detroit Pistons. Even though with like 3 minutes left in the game, it was a very close one. And if it wasn't for Russell Westbrook, the Lakers would not have won that game. No, the game was interesting because LeBron James, you know, the NBA's good boy, the guy that's done nothing bad, decided to do something really stupid last night. And I know there's gonna be some Lakers fans that are probably gonna come for my head at the end of this video, but just hear me out. Also, if you see the footage I'm about to show you, you're gonna exactly know what I'm talking about. So to sum it up, because I know I can't show some parts, basically LeBron James and Isaiah Stewart were going for a rebound, and LeBron James on purpose elbowed Isaiah Stewart in the face. And you may be saying, but hold on, how do you know it was on purpose? It could have been an accident. I mean, there's no way he's that stupid to do that. He's a very respected individual, and while that might be true to a point, yeah, that was no accident. I mean, you can clearly see LeBron James elbowing him right in the face. Now listen, this is not going to be a video ripping LeBron James. I don't think he's a bad person. He's not a dirty player. He simply did this just out of anger and frustration. However, I think this whole situation just kind of circulated back to how the Lakers have been playing. I know that kind of sounds like a cheesy like first take thing or clickbait thing that Skip Bayless would say, but just hear me out. This season, LeBron James had this super team, right? This team that he built himself, Le GM. However, it is going to show right now that this team is failing right now. The trio of Russell Westbrook, Anthony Davis, and LeBron James is just not working, which is something that a small percentage of people, including myself, said. I was someone that said that Russell Westbrook to the Lakers made absolutely no sense. However, they rolled with it and they've been sticking with it. However, the Lakers are 9-9 right now and 8th in the West. Now, obviously, I don't think we expected them to have the start that maybe like the Golden State Warriors are having right now or the Phoenix Suns, but regardless, this team had high expectations. I think I literally saw someone that said, oh, can this Lakers team go 82-0 this year, which is like, fuck no. With the looks of it right now, this team would be lucky to even go 500. And the thing is that yes, LeBron was out for a couple games, but this is a super team, and I said this last time. However though, LeBron James was playing versus the Pistons, and the fact that you almost lost to them is pretty sad. The Lakers are not at all in a rebuilding situation. In fact, they don't have that many young players. This season is literally championship or bust, and with the looks of it, that Russell Westbrook investment is not looking good right now. So when I tell you guys that the reason this fight happened, the reason why LeBron James got so mad is because it's just frustration. I mean, yeah, I'd be pretty mad if I was about to lose to the goddamn Pistons. Now, I'm not gonna lie, we need to talk about Isaiah Stewart for a minute. Bro, you are playing for the wrong Detroit sports team. Like, goddamn, this man ran over what, 5 people? Mind you, he took a fucking elbow to LeBron James himself, who was still a pretty muscular man in general, and the motherfucker was bleeding out of his face, and yet he still wanted to swing the shit out of LeBron. People are saying he was like a coward because he wouldn't punch LeBron James right in his face when they were doing a face-off, but I want you guys to legitimately think, if he does that, he's immediately gonna get ejected. And besides, do you think it's a smart idea to punch him right there with literally a bunch of Lakers players that are probably gonna jump him? I mean, for fuck's sake, Russell Westbrook looks like he was about to post up on someone. Overall, this whole fight situation was very dumb, and honestly, this should have never happened. Also, LeBron James has to be the biggest coward in the NBA. How are you gonna do that to Isaiah Stewart? No, you're definitely in the wrong, and no one has your side but toxic Lakers fans, so you decide not to address the media. Now, I'm a firm believer in someone that's like, okay, if someone doesn't want to address the media, they shouldn't have to. However, you literally have no fucking choice at this point. You elbowed somebody in the face, made them bleed, and hid behind the refs when he wanted retaliation. No shit, we're gonna want answers. But nah, this man would not address the media because he was too big of. Now, Gilbert Arenas said something that honestly pissed me off. He wrote a full-on like Instagram post about the whole Isaiah Stewart situation. Mind you, these two have nothing nothing to do with each other. Imagine writing a whole ass paragraph about another man. That could not be me. In an Instagram post, to basically sum it up, and you can look this up, it's on Gilbert Arenas' account. Basically, he said stuff like, oh, like that was not your place, you should have done that, Isaiah Stewart, just shit like that. Also trying to justify that when he brought a gun into the locker room, that this was somehow worse than that. For those of you that don't know, Gilbert Arenas brought a gun into the locker room one time because of a fight. But no, by all means, Isaiah Stewart and LeBron James brawling almost is worse than that. I mean, no one was thinking about those situations compared. If we were going to compare anything, it would have been the first Malice at the Palace compared to whatever happened last night. I don't know if Gilbert Arenas is just trying to justify it for whatever reason. He's trying to figure it out. Like, I don't know. Like, this situation is long done. Like, you had no business getting into this situation, but regardless, we're not going to talk about Gilbert Arenas. Now, I don't want to make this whole video just another, oh, this is why the Lakers suck, this and that. I've literally done multiple videos on the Lakers and Russell Westbrook, so that's not what this is going to be. And honestly, there's no point in even trying to get this to 8 minutes because I've made just about all my points. I do want to end off with, though, if LeBron James does not get suspended, I'm going to be livid. And no, I'm not talking some cheap fine that LeBron James could literally pull from his couch. Now, I'm not saying they're going to suspend him for the whole year. I don't think that's going to happen, even though if literally anybody else did this, they'd be suspended like that. But at least minimum a game. Yes, guys, at this bare minimum, we're asking for a 1-game suspension for a superstar who elbowed and made someone bleed on the court. And I understand they're probably going to have to honestly suspend Isaiah Stewart as well, which I mean, I guess I'm fine with that if that means LeBron gets suspended. But like, do not tell me that LeBron James has nothing happen to him but a cheap fine. I want you guys to put in the comment section below if you honestly believe that LeBron James should be suspended for at least 1 game. And if you don't, put some justification in the comment section below. And also, if you do, leave a like on this video. With that being said, if you guys did enjoy the video, like I said, make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the post notifications. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. I will see you guys in the next one. Have an amazing day. Take care. Peace.